Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, 3rd of May 2022. So May Day mayhem, stocks dump and pump, bonds blow out and commodities chaotic. So yeah, it was a very interesting day, obviously thinly traded. The UK was closed, but the rest of Europe were open. And an important announcement, of course, Fed up, sentiment getting stretched. That relates to the fact that tomorrow evening we will see the Fed, well, they're proposing to raise rates by half of 1 percentage point, 50 basis points tomorrow evening. And that will be out at 7 p.m. there. You can see that as well. There's also a press conference included in this one. So it'll be interesting to see how the market reacts. If he does actually go up with the 50 basis points, and that makes the Fed funds rate 1% if they do decide to do that. Today you've just got the JOLTS job openings. This is out at 3 p.m. after the Dow was opened. And then it's Thursday's turn, and for the UK, and yeah, just the UK. Just seeing if the EU were actually making any announcements, but they're not. It looks like a rate increase coming for the UK as well, 75 to 1. That was the votes last time to keep rates in check. We'll see what that comes out, but this is the main one here, whether it's going to be increased from 0.75 to 1%, which again will be interesting. Then what else have we got? Friday we've got non-farm payroll numbers as well, so we've got everything this week apart from CPI, which must be next week then. So that's out on Friday. I'm just looking for the Wednesday one. It's there it is, ADP. Yeah, I was just looking for that ADP one. So that's out on the same day as well. That's showing a drop in the numbers as well. Okay, gold and silver ratio has rocketed, as we've seen in the alert. Said it would go beyond this 81 area. It has. It went up to nearly 84. Dropped off a bit yesterday as gold slid more than silver. Silver found some support. Again, we'll look at that in just a minute. We'll start off with the Dow for yesterday. The market moving sharply to the downside, which you can see there. In fact, if I just draw in this retracement from here up to here, you'll see the market through 89 there, and also from here up to here as well. You see 78, 89 area where the market has found some support, and also you've got some real support as well from the left here, which you can see at 32,340. A lot of volume yesterday as well. We're oversold on the downside, but we do have the FOMC meeting now. The fact that rates are going to rise, don't be surprised if they try and bring the Dow back and the DAX over the next 24 hours, so that if it is 50 basis points, then the market is likely to move lower. In the 30-minute for yesterday, we saw a start of this with the market opening, moving higher, and then just tanking until it found demand, oversold, crossover, and then made its way back, and is continuing to do that now. The market needs to get above yesterday's high in order to continue to the upside. In the German DAX, a similar picture. As you can see there, yesterday we had a bit of supply. This means that they're absorbing the sell orders that were coming into the market. We've just traded to 50% retracement from here back to here. We've got the 62 here where the selling came in on Friday, but Monday on the electronic session the market moved slightly lower, but moving to the upside now. And of course, there's a slight disconnect to the DAX to the Dow in the event of rates rising as well, because the European Union haven't even raised rates at all. And the criminal Lagarde is talking of not doing anything until December in the fourth quarter. So we'll see. So yeah, the 62 is in the way on the upside on this. So we've already come up quite significantly on the overnight, as you'll see in the 30-minute chart. Very choppy yesterday. I don't know what this news was, but the market was then sent back to the upside and then became range bound, followed the Dow, and then moved back up with the Dow as well. But overnight, you can see from this blue line to this blue line, we've already moved up over 100 points to the upside there with the German DAX. And yesterday in the 5-minute chart, again, you'll see how choppy it was. It was a bank holiday, as we all know, but there's the detail of what happened with that move to the downside, over 100 points down. Then all of a sudden the demand comes in, they buy back the market and they retest, and then off they go, moving back to the upside. And then in the afternoon the Dow was choppy, as was the DAX, and then eventually when we got back below the DP, the market moved lower. But like I say, the important thing here overnight, the market has moved off yesterday's closed. It's retraced and is now moving to the upside once more. And like I say, in the daily chart, keep an eye on the 62, because it's also got the to get through the 20 bar moving average there as well. In the currencies, in the GBP JPY, the market is trying to get back above that 50% retracement there. You've got the resistance with the 20 bar moving average as well. Market needs to drive through this in order to move back to the upside. It was a down day for the yen. As you can see, they're trading down to the 200 MA, the previous day's close, which we know is always a very good area of support. You can see the volume coming in, and we're oversold, and the market trading up to the DP overnight, stuck at the 200 MA. Needs to get through this as well. If not, we're likely to see a retest of these levels, but watch that 200 MA if you trade the GBP JPY, because that will offer some sort of support. Meanwhile, in the pound, sideways, having traded down to the low of, let me just get the figure, 124.109. The market currently putting in a bit of a retracement there, still oversold. These are still the same numbers on the upside should the market move. Make an assault back to the upside, but I very much doubt it because of the rate increase coming from the US tomorrow. That's going to send the dollar very sharply to the upside, especially if it's half of 1% or 50 basis points. This is the 30-minute pound. Again, a bit of a rally to start with. Overbought, crossover, switches to red, closes resistance. Market moves down, finds a bit of support at the DP, but then drives through with selling, becomes oversold, but continues to make lower highs and the bars remaining red until we get this green one here. But the market then has to have another retest down to the S1 before we get a nice retracement there and then start to move back up on the overnight. And finally, in the metals, you can see yesterday silver getting crushed once more, way oversold at the moment, but I'm afraid this is not the low for me at all. This is going a lot lower as they continue to raise rates. Even gold is being hammered now to the downside. We've got the 200 MA there plus the 89% to 1850. Big down day yesterday, which is why you saw the gold silver ratio have a breather and actually work back in silver's favour with this moving down to 82 from that 84. So gold on the skids as well at the moment, and that's because the dollar is waiting. It's priming itself to break out above here, which it will do tomorrow night, if not today. Certainly going to continue to move this to the upside. As I've said before, we've got nothing between 103 and 120. This is straightforward. It's going to continue to move to the upside as the war continues as well. In the crude oil market, sideways to higher, but a trend establishing to the upside as well. A bit quiet on this at the moment, but coming off a oversold situation there. So watch the 78.89 as prices attempt to move back to the upside there. Just overnight for silver prices, you can see finding support at the DP, but like I say, don't hold your breath on this one because in the daily charts there is not a green bar in sight and hasn't been for the last few days, and it will continue through that 21. If we go to the monthly charts, we've got to be careful here that the market holds in this area as 21 is really the base level for this. If it breaks that, then we've got all these other levels back down to the $13 area that we had before. Getting there would be, I would say, nigh on impossible. But certainly this area, $19-20, is could be a potential before the market stops. As long as they continue to raise rates, the metals are going to come under pressure because they're inversely related, as will Bitcoin as well. Okay, that will do it for that one. Just a quick roundup of where we are after the weekend and Monday's bank holiday trading. So, yeah, let's see what happens today as the market awaits Powell's decision to move rates up by 0.5% tomorrow evening. Okay, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.